My name is Brad Charles. I'm the president of the Cubit Foundation. At the Cubit Foundation, we primarily focus on helping widows and orphans all around the world. I'm a carpenter. I know how to build things out of wood. I like organizing trips that get people out of their normal life and bring them to somewhere that's completely foreign to them, and they actually produce a project, like they build something with their own hands. I started traveling and serving in this way when I was around 13, and from that time I've always had a soft spot for Mexico.
My name is Micah Carter. I'm the director of Big Heart Orphanage here in Reynosa, along with my wife Jennifer and my sister Opal. We've been directors here for 2.5 years. At Big Heart Orphanage, we focus on children and their lives and to give them a better future.
The difference that Big Heart has made in this community, in my mind's eye, is saving kids from poverty. Big Heart puts these kids through school, gives them a place to live, provides all their medical needs. I mean, you name it, they do it.
My parents came to Mexico when I was 3 years old. I grew up in the mission field with my parents, and so Mexico is home to me.
We're great friends, and I trust Micah. I admire his drive. I admire his follow through, and he puts up with me and all my stuff.
Brad Charles and the Cubit Foundation have been a huge blessing to Big Heart. We've really enjoyed working alongside each other. They've just been a huge help in the way that they come, they serve, and we've been able to build amazing relationships through the time that they've been here. One of the big focuses that we've always had with our kids is knowing the fact that education plays a huge part in this country, and unfortunately the local schools don't have the best education. So we felt upon our hearts that we needed to build a school for our kids and do a homeschooling style, but because of the need in our community, we were able to expand that and then open it up as a private school. The school's name is Regents. We have now 500 kids coming from kindergarten all the way up through high school.
At the Cubit Foundation, we have a great opportunity to start a carpentry class and welding metal fabrication classes involving a Regents school. So the next step with the Cubit Foundation with Big Heart and Regents School is to start these 2 classes and build onto that, and then these classes are going to train kids to do something with their life after they get out of school.
I'm really excited about the next steps for Regents. We're looking at now teaming up with Cubit Foundation and them being able to show a trade to these kids that really broadens the effect that we'll be able to have on this community and on our students.
I'm going to be teaching the carpentry classes for Regents, but my friend Ed, he's going to be teaching welding. I've traveled all around the world with Ed, Egypt to Colombia, to Mexico. He's a great guy, he's got a great heart. He'll do anything for these kids.
Oh, we don't have that much time for me to tell you what I think about Brad Charles. My name is Ed Tanner. I'm a welder fabricator of metals, welding and cutting and grinding metals. I've been doing this for 44 years. Brad has turned out to be a positive influence in my life. Brad has gotten stuff out of me that I would have never tried by myself. When I first came to Big Heart and Brad asked me to come and go on a mission trip, I had no idea what a mission trip could be taken to do. And it gave me a very good feeling about the direction of my life was going.
What I would personally like to do with every kid that takes a class is, teach them a trade, teach them when they get out of school that they can actually do something with their own hands and make money at it and and raise a family and you know, get a wife, have some kids, even build a house if they wanted to. So I want to invest that time and, you know, time and money into these kids because I do care about them and I want them to have a better life.
The area of Reynosa where Big Heart and Regents is located is a low to middle class, and surrounding us are multiple factories, and that is a common job for somebody in this area. It's a reliable job, it's not the best paying job, where if someone has an education or has a trade, will then be able to have opportunities to be an entrepreneur, start their own business, and start doing things on their own where they would have more of an effect on their community too, where they're pouring into their community and not just working at a factory.
There will always be welding fabrication in this world today. A good welder can find a job anywhere they want to go.
The reason why it's so important that kids have a trade when they get out of high school, if they're not going to college, I mean, they get pulled into drugs, they get pulled into being in gangs, they get pulled into prostitution. I mean, you name it. They need a direction, and we're here to help direct them into their next path.
And starting this new adventure, I would call it, with adding these trades to the school, we do have some work that needs to be done on the facilities that we're going to be using for these trade classes.
We have to buy tools, and we have to fill the shop with tools and safety gear and everything that goes along with the shop for 15 kids. Not just 1 year, but year after year after year after year.
It's going to take welding machines, grinders, drill presses. It's going to take cut and torch outfits. It's going to take safety equipment. So we got a long way to go, but we're off to a good start. And I see a lot of potential right here where we're at.
Big Heart Orphanage and Regents is 100% funded, primarily by individuals that have come and been a part of what we're doing here and have seen the need and have decided to support what goes on here 24/7 all year long.
I'm not going to get paid to do these classes. I don't take a salary from Cubit Foundation.
What do I want out of this? To feel good about my life, to feel good about what I've done, to share the positive things and the good things in my life, to maybe pass it on to another generation.
I mean, it'd be great, an explosion of kids interested in learning these trades.
Anywhere that we can have a positive influence on the next generation, it's an investment into the future. And that's what I'm excited about as far as being a part of a positive investment in people's lives.
I really want to see the Cubit Foundation doing these carpentry classes, doing these welding classes, but I'm really going to need your help. You can spend money on all kinds of things in your whole life. Why not invest in a kid, teaching them a trade, and helping them when they graduate high school to get out and join the workforce and start a great family. And, you know, by helping out with this project, it's going to do it. It's going to impact somebody's life for the rest of their life.